Hi, I'm Michael McMurtrey with Ingles Table. This warm weather means it's a great time to get outside, and I love planning outdoor parties. Today I'm going to show you some fantastic tips to impress your guests. I'm going to show you how to make a great watermelon punch, which is featured on this summer's Ingles Table magazine cover. Let's get started. All right, we just got back from Ingles. I've got my watermelon here and I'm going to make some watermelon punch. First thing I like to do is cut a flat surface on the bottom. It makes the watermelon much more stable. The next thing I do is I put this rubber band around this to give me a guideline of where I want to cut my watermelon. So I just take a knife and I go right around, following the line of the rubber band. Very simply, like this. All right, so now you've got a nice, relatively even top here. What we want to do is we want to get all the meat of the watermelon out. So what I like to do is go around with a serrated knife, right around where the white area starts, like so. And then what I'll do is I'll come in at an angle like this, and it makes pulling out pieces of watermelon much easier. So just keep processing this, makes it really easy to get it all out. At some point, you're going to need to start digging in there with a spoon. So get a big spoon like this and just start scooping it out. And then just start scooping all the flesh out into a bowl. So I'm having this great party with tons of friends, and I like to come up with a new punch recipe every year. I think punch is a great thing to have at a party. Friends love it, and it's a good way to be creative. So I'm going to pour some of this out. So you're going to get a lot of meat out of this watermelon. I think that's good for now. And now we're going to process the watermelon, and we do that in a blender. And you can only do it a little bit at a time, but this whole process is absolutely worth it because watermelon juice is absolutely delicious. So take and fill up your blender about halfway, maybe a little more. All right, and I've also added some of the watermelon liquid in there just to get the blender going. There we go. So you don't have to process it a ton. You just have to get it to a liquid state. And then what you do is I take a colander, you can use a sieve. This has too large of holes, so I got some cheesecloth, and we're gonna run it right through this cheesecloth. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour this watermelon right into the cheesecloth lined colander. And what's gonna be coming out is this great, beautiful watermelon juice. It does take a little time, but your guests are going to really love it. It tastes delicious. And you can't just buy watermelon juice. So keep doing this until all your watermelon is processed, and then we'll move on to the next ingredients. All right, I've processed all the watermelon juice. It's gorgeous in this big bowl here. And now I'm going to finish up the punch. What I do is I add a cup of pineapple juice. I use the juice of an entire orange. Squeeze that out. Squeeze that out. And don't get rid of these rinds. We're going to use them for something. We squeeze a lime juice, the juice of one lime. That's the last of the lime juice. Remember, keep your rinds and go to inglestable.com because I have a great tip on how to make some fun ice cubes. All right, so we've got lime juice, lemon juice, watermelon juice. Now we add a can of this lemonade concentrate. And there you have the basis of our punch. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it back into our watermelon. All right, I've got all the ingredients for the punch in this bowl, and now we're gonna put it into this container here, this watermelon container. So what you gotta do is aggressively start pouring it in. You spill a little bit, but it's not too bad. Fill it about 2/3 the way up. That's all there is to it. And now I like to add something bubbly into it. You can do club soda, you can do champagne, whatever you like. I've got some club soda here. We top it with a bottle of club soda. And it gives it a nice fizz. And now we have a ladle, and we're gonna put it into a glass. Taste it. This is so good. Your friends and family are gonna absolutely love this. It's gonna be worth every bit of trouble to make it, every bit of mess. For more tips, tricks, and recipes, go to inglestable.com. Have a great summer.